Hello and welcome one and all to the shining streets of Singapore. Can you believe we've been coming here for nearly a decade now? It feels like only yesterday that Felipe Massa was dragging his fuel hose down the pit lane in that eventful opening race, and in a Grand Prix won from pole position more often than not. Will we see a new victor crowned today? Situated just 88 miles north of the equator, this 3.5-mile circuit is hot, it's humid, and is an incredible test for the drivers as they try to fight their cars around the bumps and in between the barriers. 23 corners take us twice over the bay to complete a single lap of this unique racetrack. The view is spectacular, the heat is unbearable. The race should be incredible. Anthony Davidson is alongside me in the commentary box this evening, and big race this one, a real test of endurance. Sounds right up your alley. Wouldn't you just love to be down there on the grid right now?
You know what, Crofty? I'm pretty happy to be up here in my air conditioning, thank you, right now. I can't stress just how difficult these conditions can be, especially when you consider it's the longest race on the calendar in terms of time. It's also one of those races where you have to remember to keep drinking, or there's a real risk of dehydration. Just like we saw with young Kevin Magnussen a couple of years ago, don't forget. We mentioned the bumps as well. Take a look at the onboards if you get a chance during this race. The movement in the suspension and the chassis is just incredible, and it's lots of hard work to wrestle the car around a lap here.
Okay, not where we wanted you to be, so we'll need you to push hard in the race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, Gutierrez, Alonso, Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. Sainz, Massa, Areno and Rosberg, Button, Kvyat, Rio Haryanto and Pascal Wehrlein. Perez and Hülkenberg, Marcus Ericsson and Felipe Massa starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
the fastest lap of the race so far. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Copy that. Go, go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Six laps to go. Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Second place, you're in second place. Raikkonen ahead, the gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Our gap behind is 7.8 seconds. They're on fresh inters. 6 laps until your pit window is open, 21 laps to go. Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes. Raikkonen's in first place. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, at this rate we'll finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit. The gap to teammate is 5.4 seconds. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Next weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.